Hello there, it's Thursday, the 23rd of June, 2016, and on this historic day, boys and girls, what a day this is going to be. Years and years of anticipation, dear. Just like in the Rocky Horror Show. Anticipation. We are all voting on whether or not to stay in Europe today. I've already done my votes. My air conditioner won't come on, which is more important than the vote, to be honest. I've already done my vote. Have you done yours yet? Very important to get out and go there, and I respect whatever you want to vote for, okay? I voted out, but then you know that anyway. You may vote in, doesn't matter. Whatever is your thing, it should be respected by everyone. Once again, I was observing today people on Facebook attacking each other, boys and girls. Why do you do it? Just respect someone else's opinion and be done with it. No need to comment. I saw it on there. People attacking each other left, right and centre as usual with some awful words, dear. Words that you would not hear me iterate on this programme. But what a day. We've already had some thunderstorms here in Royal Berkshire. Last night I was tucked up. Well, I wish I had someone to tuck me up, to be honest. There's no one to tuck me up anymore. Mum, can you come and tuck me up? No, there's no one to tuck me up. I want to be tucked up. You don't get tucked up now, though, do you? That was when we had blankets. You don't get tucked up now. You just have a duvet thrown over you. No more tucking up. I like those words. Tuck up. Let's say it together. Repeat after the tone. Tuck up. Beep. Tuck up. Beep. Have you been tucked up recently? So that's that. Sorry, I don't know how I got to that now. How did I get to the subject of tucking up? Oh, yes. So last night came in and there was thunder and there were flashes, boys. I don't like lightning. I find it exciting but also terrifying at the same time, lightning. So that was going on. A lot of London and the South East has been flooded. I bet it was quite flooded near Putney. There's a embankment along Putney and all these cars park there. And sometimes you come along and they're all like, the water's up here. You know, you couldn't get in the car. If your car... Actually, I was wondering that. If you've got all your doors closed, right, and the water comes up, can the water get in or not? You know, if you're accidentally driving along and suddenly you found yourself halfway in a river, or, you know, those streams that go across roads, I can't remember, are they called a brook? What are they called? You know when you've got a road and there's a stream that goes across it, and it says, be careful of the stream. If the water was to come up as high, sort of halfway up your doors, would it come into the car or are they waterproof? There's an interesting, fascinating question for you. Please leave your answers below so that we all know. Thank you very much. So we've had the storms. We've got the elections happening at the moment, or the election, vote in or vote out. Strangely enough, on the same day as they've decided to release Independence Day. That's the follow-on. Independence Day, is it Resurgence or Reborn? Something like that. That's come out today. Funny how that should be released on the same day. And, more importantly than all those things together, tonight is the final Barry Manilow UK concert. Oh, yes. And I am going to it, so I can't spend too long with you this morning, boys and girls. I'm sorry, I must dash out. I've got to go out by 1:30, and it's now... It's 10 to 1 now, so I should be able to leave. I'm leaving my house and going to the O2. I'm hoping to be there around about 3:30. We've got dinner at 4 o'clock at the O2 in the Slug and Lettuce. And I'm meeting my friend Adam there. And also Wendy and lots of other girls. I think Angela's going to be there. Angela Washington, who I haven't seen for a couple of years since I was in Orlando. And we're going to have dinner and a bit of a chat, and then into the Barry concert later. Warmed up with, of course, Dave Koz, which is K-O-Z. Now, I did do on YouTube and on Facebook. If you saw the video we did from Cardiff, which was on Monday, you may have seen a misspell. Sorry, were you getting a bit of an echo there? I've just realised my echo button was on. You may have realised, may have noticed a little misspelling. I think it was Susan. Possibly Susan pointed out the incorrect spelling, so sorry about that. I put K-O-S-S, it's K-O-Z. Dave Koz will be warming up with the saxophone. I hope he does, what's that song from Frozen? Let it go, which is very good on the old saxophone. And then into the concert. And let me tell you, there's a lot of Fanilows, proper strong Barry Manilow fans who are a little bit upset today, quite upset actually, because this is his last. I think this is going to be his last concert in the UK. He's not travelling anymore. He says he's got a little bit tired of it, which is completely understandable. And I don't know. I mean, maybe he'll come back for one-off. But basically, all these tours that he's been doing over the years, this is it now. I think there's one more show, which is in Televieve in Israel, which I did consider going to, actually, but I'm not going to. But as the UK goes, this is the last one. And some of these ladies have been following him from right from the beginning when he was a very good-looking, well, he still is, very good-looking young lad. And this is it tonight. So I'm expecting to see lots of tears. I'm also expecting to see from Barry himself, I don't know, something surprising, and I don't know what. If it's his last show, we're kind of expecting something, but we're not quite sure what. So we'll see how that goes tonight. As I say, I'm driving to the O2 in about 45 minutes' time. It's going to take about an hour and a half to get there, and park in the main O2 car park, which is like 25 quid for a few hours, which is a complete and utter rip-off, and then in to have something to eat. I did try not to eat anything this afternoon, but I've been swimming this morning. I went swimming with my mate Ron, who's going to the dentist today. Our dentist, Mo, we've got the same dentist, Mo, in Bracknell, and he's having a new tooth. He's having a new tooth. All his teeth are being replaced gradually. They're not doing them all at the same time. So he's having one done today. One new tooth. Yes. I don't need any new teeth. I mean, if you brushed them a bit more, then they might be clean, dear. They're all dropping. And mind you, you don't look as bad as some of the people I see, dear. On the Jeremy Kyle show. Have you watched that? People on there, one tooth black off their heads. No, I don't do drugs. Have you seen them on there? No, I don't do drugs anymore. No, I haven't done drugs for a long time. You liars! Liars! So that's that. Okay, I've got some birthdays to do, boys and girls. Love this story on a sort of humorous note about the election in one of the German newspapers, actually. And the paper is called Bild. B-I-L, not Bile, no, Bild, dear. German tabloid Bild has offered 11 I can't get the words out. German tabloid Bild has offered 11 hilarious bribes in a bid to urge Britain to reject Brexit, even vowing to finally recognise Jeff Hurst's disputed goal in the 1966 World Cup final. In another offer to English voters in the EU referendum, the country's most popular newspaper said it would personally reserve sun loungers for Britons on holiday using its own towels. We love the Germans. I love it. I don't know what the other ones say. Let's see. Oh, here we are. It says, we'll acknowledge the Wembley goal. We'll stop making jokes about Prince Charles's ear. We'll stop using sun cream on the beach out of solidarity with your sunburn. We'll reserve a place with our towels for you on our hotel sun loungers. We'll introduce tea breaks in Germany. I'm liking that one. We'll turn our clocks back an hour to be in sync with you. We'll do without a goalie in penalty shootouts with you to make it a bit more exciting. We'll send German national football manager, how'd you say that? Joe Chim Low to guard your crown jewels. We'll introduce an EU regulation banning a frothy head on a beer. We'll come along to the Queen's 100th birthday and we'll willingly provide the villain in every Bond film. I love it. Who said the Germans didn't have a sense of humour, you see? I love it. Well done to that newspaper. What's it called again? The Bild. We love it. The thing is, most of us, we don't hate people. We don't hate Europeans and we don't hate Germans. I don't hate Germans or Spanish or French or Italians or anything. It's nothing to do with that. It's for me, personally, it's being run. It's being run for that gravy train of people who are out having lavish dinners and shuttled around. And I mean, who the bloody hell do they think they are? There's one particular bloke I really don't like, and he's a mouthy git. I think his name is Jurgen. I might be completely wrong with that. Might be. Can't stand him. He wants a slap round the chops, he does, and I bet they're fat as well with all the food he's gotten from the money that they all collect. So lovely, excellent that one. One more story for you today. I love this Russian story. Beam me up, Chekhov. Okay, it has been the dream of science. These are both in the Daily Mail, these stories today. It has been the dream of science fiction fans since they first saw Captain Kirk and Spock disappear from the deck of the Enterprise, only to reappear on a planet somewhere else. We're talking teleportation. That's it. Now scientists in Russia are on a mission to bring Star Trek-style teleportation to life as part of a 1,000,000 trillion ruble research and development. And I don't know how much is 1,000,000 trillion rubles. I bet that's about 10 pence. Some of these foreign currencies, you know, you've got to get into the millions, and that's like 10 pence. The Italian lira got that before they had the euro, didn't they? Russian investors say the plan isn't as far-fetched as it may seem, with much of the common technology used today inspired by the sci-fi of decades gone by. And that's wonderful. Early research into the area has shown it is possible to teleport information over relatively large distances, but transporting humans is still some way off, and they're hoping to do this within 20 years. Wouldn't that be fabulous? You know, obviously these shows I do are all free of charge, you know, but for a small additional fee, you could, you know, push a button and have me appear in your living room for 10 minutes, talking as I do there in any one of my jackets or lovely shirts. Would you like that? You know, maybe you're sitting there alone. Oh, please don't do it while I'm asleep, though. You know, I should be very, very disappointed if you know, if I'm halfway through my sleep and suddenly I appear in your bedroom, you know. I suppose anyone would want me in their bedroom now, unfortunately, but there we go, that's the way it is. Anyway, I do like that idea, and good luck to the Russians. I hope they're able to do that, I really do. Birthday time, boys and girls. Some birthdays for you this evening. Today, happy birthday to Emma Watling. Happy birthday today, my darling. All right, looking wonderful. You're laying there on your Facebook, like on is that a beach, one of those beach bed things you look like? Happy birthday to Steve Crumley, to Stefan Grambener, Chad Shelton, William White, Genaevieve, Murray Dunsmore. I don't know who you are. Just a moment. Let me have a look, dear. I don't recognise you. I'm sorry, darling. No, I can't recognise that little face of yours, darling. But you look very beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do recognise that face. Genaevieve, Murray Dunsmore. That's how you say it. I hope I've got that right, my darling. If I haven't, please accept my apologies. I do try and get people's names right. And happy birthday today to Robert Thompson. Happy birthday, everyone. Let's sing. Not as good as Barry Manilow, but I will try. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely people. Happy birthday to you. All right, whatever you're doing today, have a great day. Do remember to go out and vote. Whatever way you want is fine by me. You know, I'm not here to argue the point or anything like that, but do go out and use your vote. I mean, otherwise you can't complain, can you? Have a lovely Thursday, and I'll do a little video today, of course, at the Barry Manilow concert for you to observe tomorrow, hopefully. Cheerio now, thanks.